So many of the things, if you think about it, that we're trying to do well come down to, is this horse willing to move away or give to pressure? In other words, if we're leading them, if they're tangled up in a rope, if they're tangled up in the barbed wire, if they're being led and they don't want to go in or out or whatever, will they subordinate and always give to pressure? Is not just some technique because we're going to go jump them or do dressage. It's building a horse that is going to be safer and of the right mindset in any situation. So one other way we assess their ability to move away from pressure is various kinds of porcupine activity. Meaning we get sticky with them and we see if their natural tendency is to move away from pressure. So I'm going to put this on his rib and I'm going to apply pressure to it. And if he's naturally inclined or he's been trained to move away from pressure, he'll have no problem with it. If he's like a lot of horses, he'll start leaning into it, okay? Now the key, let's go back to our theme of advance and retreat. The key is I'm going to prop myself up with this, and usually it's some 18-hand monster, looks like an elephant. Come here, baby. And they can't really feel it, right? So I'd have to have like a machine gun to get them to actually care. But I'm going to put pressure on this in a way where the minute he moves away from it, he gets released. The last thing I'd want to do is lean into it in a way where if he sidestepped away from that pressure, it would follow him. So for those of you that are horse enthusiasts, and actually love to ride and want to ride more and stuff, think of it this way. If I used a bungee cord or a stretchy cord to train my horse, and I tied him up with it thinking that was going to teach him how to flex or something, what I'm really setting him up for is a totally wrong signal because he can't release pressure. You see what I mean? If I use something that won't release pressure when he does the right thing, I'm desensitizing him. I'm dulling him and I'm confusing him, okay? So here we're going to do just a real basic thing that you guys can try to establish as part of your normal routine. Sometimes it's easiest if you stand them with their nose to the wall, but I'm just going to kind of put some pressure here. And if he moves away from it, I'm going to set myself up where I'm going to release pressure, right? If he leans into it, I'm going to continue to apply pressure. Good, good. When he releases, I'm rubbing it out, okay? I can do it on his shoulder, I can do it on his jaw, or whatever, okay? By the way, if you get horses that like to always have their head down in the grass, whatever, instead of trying to lift it back to our opposite, just tap them on the top of the head. Okay, just always do the opposite that you kind of think you want to do. Because then with that tap on the back of the head, they're going to raise it, okay? Similarly,